Hey, 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 Christina here with Frequency Fridays. So I know I mentioned I was going to begin um, a series on emotions, but I changed my mind and I want to get more practical into the scanner. So we're going to go through the entire module over a series of time, the body systems module, because I think it's a great educator. Gives you a lot of information about each system that it's scanning and optimizing. So I just want to walk you through what that looks like and how I use it in real time. In real time, right? I call that real time relevance. I love the idea of things being beneficial to the real world scenarios. So let's get to it. All right, so we're going to click on the body systems. And I am going to deselect all. And we're going to start at the very beginning of how we start as human beings, chromosomes. So I'm going to select chromosomes. And I love that you only have to click one button and it's going to scan and optimize. So we're going to go ahead and do that. While it's scanning, it should be a pretty quick scan. But I love to start out with function. You know, I'm a self-awareness educator, and that really first starts with myself. So awareness through function is how I love to learn. So what is the function of a chromosome? The function of a chromosome is it carries genetic information in the form of genes from one generation to the next. It securely packages DNA within the cell nucleus, allowing for accurate replication and distribution during cell division, because our cells are constantly dying and rejuvenating themselves. So I love this picture here. I think one day I tried to get AI to create this image for me, but my prompt was not very efficient. And so the very first time that I did this scan, I was like, oh, that's the image I was going for. So I got the image anyways, because that's what happens, right? When we think about something, when we desire something, we typically receive what we ask for. So I'm just going to read what this body system says about chromosomes. So a chromosome is a DNA molecule with genetic material of an organism, which I just spoke about. Most chromosomes include packaging proteins called histones, which, aided by chaperone proteins, bind to and condense the DNA molecule to help keep and maintain its integrity. And I love the images we're provided here. You see, it all begins with a cell. You know, this takes me back to conception. So I birthed 2 babies and was blessed with a bonus daughter as well. So my first child was not planned, meaning I wasn't trying to make a baby at the moment in time. The second time, I was trying to make a baby. And so I was like, okay, how does this work? How does one create a baby? And I went to the library and got some books. And there were so many intricate details that had to be so perfect and in such perfect timing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever, right? How is this even possible for all of this to happen so perfectly? Well, it happened so perfectly. It was actually quite easy. But when you just think about conception, how you were created to be formed, um, genes from two people coming together, and those come together and create, it's a divine explosion, and they join to create a whole new entity, a whole new being, a whole new miracle. Beautiful, right? You are a miracle. So you can see these images. It takes you from step to step, different visuals of the chromosome. We talked about how the DNA is securely packaged within the cell nucleus. So you can see this image of a cell with the nucleus inside the cell and then the chromosome inside of the nucleus. And then it goes on to further give you a visualization of the parts of a chromosome. Then it goes on to give you some personalized information according to this moment in time. Now, again, there's no diagnostic information coming at you right now. Educational information. So, information about chromosome bodies, chromosome vitals, chromosome causes, and chromosome emotional causes. So this is what my system has to say to me right now as it relates to me inquiring into my chromosomes. And so remember that we're talking about frequency. We're talking about energetics. And we're specifically talking about chromosomes, which gets right to the root of something that's very important to keep into mind. Our chromosomes carry genetic information that travels in our genes from generation to generation to generation to generation. So it's very important to note and remember that we are carrying cellular memory. We're carrying so much data that we have no idea what data we're carrying. We have no idea what this data means 9 times out of 10. So it could be this could actually be related to me physically right now. It could be some information that my genes, my chromosomes are holding on to from generations past. And then it also gives you solutions, which I love. Ways to improve your chromosomes. Reduce stress. Exercise regularly. Stay well hydrated. Increase trace minerals. I don't even know what those are, what they're for. And maintain a diet high in vitamin C. All of these things I know to be important that there's lots of things that we know we should be doing that we're either doing or not doing or preparing ourselves for a mind shift to do. And that is the end of this report. So in this particular case, nothing is resonating with me here. I just love the idea that I'm able to scan and optimize my chromosomes, right? I'm not even going to Google anything from this document, which sometimes I often will. But today, I'm not in the mood. Nothing's calling at me. But if something was calling at me or calling at you when you do your scan, Google is a great friend. So that is the first body system we will cover, chromosomes. I also submit to you that, I love to use my intention when I do these scans. And when I'm thinking about optimizing my chromosomes, I'm thinking about my children. And they're already here. I'm thinking about my grandbabies who are not here yet. And I am here to optimize the bloodline of my lineage because I am very aware that I will be passing down genetic information for generations to come, which is very exciting. So enjoy. Hope you enjoyed reviewing this scan with me. If you do not have an AO scanner, I really want to give you a glimpse into some things that you can learn about yourself, potentially your genetics, not potentially, about yourself, about your genetics, and about the lifestyle shifts your body is encouraging you to go ahead and embark on. Commit to transforming your life in whatever area you need to. So listen to your cellular intelligence. You have all of the wisdom within you. You will not find the wisdom externally. So until next week, take care. Have a great one.